Yeah.
And part two. All right, we're on part
Oh,
two.
oh
Continue on
yeah.
that tangent.
Yeah. So yeah. I personal enjoyment is a big thing. And okay, to explain all the tens I have on my list. Uh,
Hey, let me just click on that real quick.
yeah, yeah. Actually, let's go down this. I might have a few changes to that list because I haven't checked on it lately. So
Yeah, I haven't
I,
actually, I haven't watched much since I started making videos. I realized I've been
oh
keeping up with
yeah.
most of the shows that I've been watching as they aired, but not a lot of. I haven't actually been watching news shows that much.
Yeah, I may as well look at my list too. I haven't looked at it in a while. If I don't feel that way, I will say so because
Yeah,
you'll hear.
Shirobako was another show that I consider pretty perfect. Like I have nothing bad to say about it, but it just is not a show I think about enough for me to consider it like a 10 to me.
Okay, so if we
I
go down my
yeah,
list, I have let's see, baby steps, 5 centimeters per second. I'd
I need
probably
to watch
change
Baby
that.
Steps one of these days, but it's just so damn ugly.
It's
His
it's
like
it
the nose, it's
it grows
strange.
it grows on you. It does, like BoJack Horseman. It grows on you.
Yeah, I need to watch that show as well. Everybody's talking about.
Oh damn, you have to see BoJack Horseman.
I know it's about he's a drinking horse and his relationship's going to hell and his career's falling apart. I know that much. I'll watch it eventually.
Damn, it's great. Okay, Cowboy Bebop, obviously a 10. It's really entertaining. It's
Bebop is I've always I kind of underrate when I first got into anime. I watched Bebop and I was like, yeah, that was as good as everybody says it was. Then I rewatched it on Blu-ray and it was a lot better than I remember. Like
yeah.
suddenly, I got like a little bit older and I started like realizing, wow, this cast has everything. Like
Yeah.
to me, the perfect cast is one that like is imminently likable, to change, have great chemistry, and change over the course of the show. And Bebop, Ava, and K-On! Are pretty much the only three shows I can say have like perfect casts. So Bebop's great, but Bebop also I don't have that personal attachment to it the way I would for like a show I'd give a 10. Like other people watched Bebop as they grew up and like changed their lives, and Spike Spiegel was the hero. But to me, I just really like the show, but it's not like a life changer.
I was completely impressed by it. I loved it. And so was the movie. The movie was great.
I
I
hadn't
loved
actually
it.
seen the movie for some reason.
You have oh damn, you have to see the movie. Okay, next one, Eureka 7. I'm actually pretty
I need to see
conflicted
that.
about.
I watched the first episode and I thought it was fantastic. Just
Uh
surfing mechs is the
okay,
coolest
so
thing.
the thing about that though, the first episode I was like, "Oh god, this is going to be one of those shows where the it's going to be like a preteen complaining about, "Oh, my life sucks."
I'm okay
But
with
in a
that. I
really
love shows like that. Now that I
but
think
in a
about it,
real
freaking
in a really obnoxious voice.
oh yeah, his
Um
voice.
and it gets better over the show. And the thing that I'm conflicted about with the 10 is that the ending was not as good as I'd like it to. It paid off
Well,
well
now you
emotionally.
destroyed my expectations for the ending.
Yeah, it paid off well emotionally, and it was really great. But what happened was it didn't make sense. And the more I thought about it, the less it made sense.
Hmm.
So I'm conflicted about whether or not to give this show a 9 or a 10. I've never been one to lower a score just because the ending wasn't exactly great.
And
Uh,
endings to me are kind of fundamental. Like if a show's ending is like so bad that it's noteworthy, then that could
yeah,
be an issue. Like
but it wasn't like that. It just didn't make sense, is all.
I've heard people complain about the
Which,
Nana ending as well. Like
yeah, the thing about Nana though is that it didn't exactly handle, like really serious situations well, but like afterwards, after they've happened, like you see the cast in that talk about, oh, we might abortion is seriously an option here, we might want to consider that, and then the next moment you see them joking about it. I found it weird. That was a tonal shift I wasn't exactly prepared for.
I, th-
And
I think just the juxtaposition of it and the fact that I've never seen anything like that in another show. Like to me, it's all just about just being different. And Nana
I
was like so like
yeah,
markedly different from anything I'd seen. And I
yeah, it
think
was
I
very
watched it around the time I just came out of this binge of watching all these lame rom-coms, and then I was like, oh wow, this is exactly what I needed to watch. So nothing really bothered me too much with that show. So I was
yeah,
pretty lenient with it.
yeah. FLCL. This
Also,
actually
great, freaking love that
yes,
show. It's
Yeah,
been growing on me with time. Like, oh my god.
yeah. The first time I watched it, I did it like half awake. I was marathoning it, and I was reading Digi's analysis of it on his blog, which isn't in video form. Uh,
He did a thing on it.
what?
I've never heard of him doing a thing on FOCL.
He didn't do a video on it, but it's on his blog.
Oh, I saw Go Jesus put out a video not long ago, and that was great. On
Yeah, that was great. I'll
FOCL.
probably watch that on my rewatch. Oh, I'm gonna buy the Blu-ray because it'll probably look fantastic. I was watching it on a shitty streaming site on my PS3, so.
Oh, they're making a remake as well. If
Oh
you haven't heard,
yeah,
Production IG is getting on it. They're gonna step up to
I've
the
I've
plate.
I've heard things about that.
They're gonna make everything CG. It's gonna be fantastic.
No, I don't think they will, but I'm just gonna put my hope in them.
Everyone's gonna
High
be as
hopes. So
shiny and moe as possible. They're gonna sell all sorts of toys. They're gonna have singles coming out. It'll be
that,
great.
that that's the fear. I'll say that. Let's see. Uh, Ponyo.
Ponyo,
Yeah,
go ahead. Ponyo's
I
fantastic. I don't have a
I
single bad word against Ponyo.
yeah, I gave it a 10 because okay, it's kind of like Rule of Cool, but or at least what Stomp calls Rule of Cool, in that it appeals so well emotionally to me. Like, sure, there are some really surreal scenes in Ponyo, but people are saying that's a bad thing, and oh, why couldn't it just be this? Expectation should not be grown, should not like, at least in my opinion, should not taint your score of a show. Judge it for what it is. Now, people are always like, oh, so if a show is terrible, it's just meant to be terrible, and everything is a 10. No, it's more like,
What a
okay,
wonderful world.
yeah, how well does it contribute to its tone? And Ponyo is the tone is, oh, look how epic this little girl is, and it's awesome.
It is. It
It's
is
just
incredible. Like there are
it,
so many scenes in Ponyo that just like blaze themselves into your brain. Her running on a whale, like that. I watched Ponyo before I got into anime, and I've always just considered it the greatest thing. Like it is fantastic. Like I don't believe in this whole rule of cool thing because rule of cool is essentially saying that oh we can disregard a bad script for good action and fun. But then if it's fun and high energy, then it's a good script, right? Because then
uh,
it's playing to its strengths. Like
I
Ponyo is
guess,
great because Ponyo is like a solidly crafted experience. It's like an excellent whimsy tale of the sea. So it's exactly what it wanted to be, and it executed it perfectly. It's got fun, easy to love characters, big sense of wonder. It all feels surreal and perfect. Like Ponyo couldn't be better. Like I don't. What changes could you make to Ponyo? So that's like
yeah,
saying there's
exactly,
only one way to be good.
yeah. Uh, so yeah, I gave that a 10. Um,
Fair
next
enough.
one.
That's
Next
what it is.
one, which I've gotten a bit of backlash for, Hibike Euphonium.
Who would
Uh,
complain about that?
what?
Who would give you backlash for that? He became Euphonium like
Stomp.
deserved everything he got. Like he became Euphonium has become kind of a big deal, like a bigger deal than I thought.
Yeah.
It's really it's making a wave. Like people really liked it, so they need to make a second season. Because Hibike
Uh,
Euphonium was fantastic. The only problem I could potentially have with it is them not making a second season. Because
yeah,
then suddenly there are problems like certain things about Taki Sensei are like unresolved, and certain things about Oscar are unresolved, and then suddenly there's a
see,
bunch of holes.
that's another thing that will come into on my next 10 after Hibike. But Hibike, loved it. It's my favorite series. If okay, so what I in my description I say it's adrenaline inspiring. Uh, what I mean by that
It
is
inspires you to have adrenaline.
what I mean by that is that the entire time I was watching it, I was really excited for what was happening next.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, same.
I call that feeling heart punching
Heart
because
punching sincerity.
yeah, it feels like my heart is welling up and is crying, and I have to like keep it quiet while I'm watching it. It's
That's called moe.
yeah, it happened with my first watching of Tamako Market, which
Oh,
we'll also
Tomoko
get.
Market's freaking. We'll talk about Tomoko Market when we get to that, but I
Yeah,
have a lot to say about that.
yeah. So it's damn, I loved this series so much.
Yeah.
Everyone was great except maybe that weird thing with if I had to make a complaint,
Oh,
that thing with the girl who's trying to get her friend the trumpet solo, she was a bitch,
yeah,
but
I
she was
noticed
meant to
that
be a bitch.
she was getting a lot of hate, but they still gave context to her
Yeah,
complexities, and they gave her
yeah,
reasons to feel the way she does. So she's
and
not a bad character by any
yeah,
means. She's
she's not
just,
a bad character.
yeah, she's just unlikable.
Yeah,
I've always been I've always been predisposed to characters that are kind of bitchy. I don't know why. I just like characters like that. Like
uh,
in
yeah. I mean,
I don't know why. That's just an idiosyncrasy of mine. So I was like, oh, she's cool. Her and her
yeah,
bow.
they're not my strong suit, but yeah, everything was great. It's amazing.
Yeah, that
Favorite
show is freaking
show.
incredible. Season
Yeah,
2 or the
favorite
movie.
show. If only because I felt so much while watching it. It was a journey.
Yeah,
It was
it's built up to be that type of journey. And episode 13 feels like all that catharsis and all that hard work's poured into something, and you
yeah.
really see how far everyone's come.
It feels amazing, and oh, I love the little fist bump between Kosak, no, not Kosak Arena. What am I thinking? Uh, Kumiko and
The guy.
yeah,
What's
the
his
guy.
name?
Damn.
Oh
They don't
wow.
say it often, which is why I forget it.
Yeah, because he's not special. I don't like that fist pump because it's given all of their fans a reason to frigging assume that the one true pairing isn't real.
No, no, I say the fist bump was just a was a recognition that
Yeah, yeah.
they're cool.
It was, yeah, it was Kumiko squashing it. She was being she's got her girl. She's
She
being the
was
bigger
being
man, and she's saying, "All right, we used to be friends. Let's put this behind us."
yeah.
So that was great.
Okay, now this next show, people have a lot of problems for leaving a lot of ends untied. Inari Konkon Koi Iraha.
Oh
Um,
wow, this show's interesting. It's one of the few shows that someone's talked about, and I've heard a lot of positive things about it. But then I watched it and just did not like it. Like I did not like Inari that much. She was a fine. I haven't finished it. I'll finish it soon. But she's just like she's a fine frigging kid, and I don't care about her relationship all that much. And I thought I would. That's the thing. I assumed that I'd be really interested. And then
see,
there's the maiden who's like in love with her brother, and I just do not care about that. And like no it just doesn't feel like it's nearly as special as it should be. Like she's changing bodies. It should be cool. But it's
I
just
mean,
like normal lost show.
I loved it. And if only because Inari was adorable, she was sweet, and she was trying to be kind to everyone,
Yeah,
and like
she was
late,
cool.
yeah, and and there another reason I put it as a 10. It made me laugh a few times. It's one of the funniest shows I've ever seen. Um,
Oh yeah, it did have its moments.
yeah, and let me think. I actually cried at the end, and any show that makes me do that will not automatically get a 10 because I just cry a lot. But I
Just avoid Clannad in that case, because that show makes everyone cry, whether they freaking enjoy it or not.
yeah, you grow, you really do grow to just love everyone. The foxes are. Oh, and I love the god
Yeah,
of
yeah.
yeah,
She's pretty cool. She's probably my favorite character.
and you see like Inari, like she has an attachment to this area, and it's just and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful show, which was surprising. It didn't have exactly the largest budget,
Yeah, I can
but
tell it's not like on a production scale. It's not like the phenomenally super well produced show.
yeah, but
It's
it
just
was
kind of a
beautiful. It was beautiful
yeah. It did have
nonetheless.
some great art at times, like
Yeah,
especially around that the shrine and stuff. So that was cool.
yeah. The shrine is just lovely. Um, let's see, K-On! And
K-on's a
K-On
done deal.
movie and K-On!
K-on everything.
And
K-on is perfect. I
I mean,
can't wait to talk about it someday. Just make a
yeah,
video,
I think I
many
gave it.
videos.
Yeah, it says right here I gave K Kaiku uh a 9. Gonna change that to 10
Yeah,
because I
so
liked
I
it.
watched that episode recently. I couldn't freaking handle it when Mio was freaking was trying to take her pictures and they kept messing with her. That was fantastic.
Yeah. Uh, so I think we're in agreement that K-On's pretty great.
Yeah,
Uh,
I can't. I'm gonna make. I'd have to make a 3-part video, all of which would be about a half hour to like just go in depth. But I really don't want it to be anything like Digi's video. That's the problem. I need
oh
to
yeah, Digi's
find to
video
do.
was great.
Yeah, I need to do something to just differentiate it.
Oh, we're coming up on 30 minutes, so we should separate this into a part three.
Oh, right. That's the end of this part.